Good morning, guys. How is everyone doing this morning? Thursday, we know we got CPI data coming out today, so definitely an important day to be watching these markets, see how everything's going to react. Hope everybody had a good day yesterday. No trades for me yesterday. I tried DCFC. I tried to get in that thing 2 times. Just kept going. No pullbacks, no real pullbacks anyways. Until later in the day. But then we identified a head and shoulders pattern. I couldn't take advantage of it because I didn't have shorts available at Charles Schwab for it, but I hope some traders did. We identified this pattern before, and I'm going to show you exactly what we did. Took a picture of it. I showed everybody what I thought would happen, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the charts, see if that happened, if it came to fruition. So give me a minute here. Let me start putting up the screens, and in the meanwhile, make sure to start getting your questions and your tickers ready for the morning session so we can jump into those charts together. Now let's go ahead and open these up here. Let me adjust this real quick. There we go. We're going to move this around a little bit. Yesterday, check it out. Let me see if I can. There we go. Yesterday, we took this picture of DCFC. You can see shoulder, head, shoulder, and then I drew out some candles here. And I said, this is what I expect here coming into the rest of the afternoon. A breakdown under VWAP, retest of the zone, and then a rejection. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. Exactly that. Breakdown under VWAP, jump right back up, retest VWAP, reject, and fade. You have to be watching for these setups, guys. This setup right here was something that we talked about in the shorting course over at, for DTC Pro students at the daytraderchatroom.com. And this is exactly what I was telling them always to be on the lookout for. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful head and shoulders. Worked out beautifully here at the end of the day, just faded. Always be on the lookout for these patterns, guys. Whoops. Screens just went away. There we go. I'll get these back up here. Give me 1 minute. And there we go. What's up, Umberto? So there you go, guys. The head and shoulders pattern from yesterday on DCFC. Go ahead and move this to the side here real quick. Okay. So start getting those tickers ready, guys, and give me a minute here. I'm going to put out some tweets and posts to let everybody know we're live. And then we'll jump into those. Okay, guys, today at 2 p.m. a new video drops. So make sure to stay tuned for that later this afternoon. All right, guys. Well, let's take a look here. Adjust these charts again. We'll clean it up. And that should do it. All right. So what are you guys watching today? What do you want me to bring up on the screen for you for now? So far, we see Twitter misses earnings expectations across the board, authorizes $4 billion in shares buyback. Guess they like the buyback. Let's see what else. Coca-Cola earnings beat estimates as demand for drinks away from home top pre-levels. Okay. Up there at 583. Wow, bro, are you kidding me? That's crazy, man. What a move Coke has done since 2018 and 2020. Unreal. Some crazy moves. Crazy moves. Up there in front of that 50-day moving average. So watch for that level to possibly hold some resistance until it breaks up through it and then maybe turns back around, holds it as as support. Let's see what else we have out here. So Tapestry reported adjusted quarterly earnings of $1.33 per share, beating the $1.18 consensus estimate. Disney yesterday surged 7.5% in pre-market trading after beating Wall Street forecasts on the top and bottom lines for its latest quarter. Disney earned an adjusted $1.06 per share, well above the 63-cent per share consensus estimate, helped by growth of its Disney Plus subscriber base and its record profit for its theme parks. Nice, crazy move on Disney. Crazy move on Disney yesterday. Hold on. What else? Uber reported better than expected quarterly results as its ride-hailing business rebound. The company continues to see strong demand in its Uber Eats food delivery business. Shares gained 5.8% in pre-market. On Disney, we're right in front of that 100-day moving average, which is coinciding with this level right here on the daily in that 160 zone. So you might see some selling take place here on Disney. That should be a pretty decent resistance zone. Let's clean this chart up, redraw that, and I'm going to show you real quickly. So you have the 100-day moving average right here. Then right above it, you have this 160 zone. It's all this resistance right there. And if you scroll back, it's going to be previous support right here. And if you scroll further back, it's the middle of this gap as well. So you got to keep eyes on Disney for that 160 level. Let's see what else. Oh, D-Dog surged 14%. Wow. Wow, guys. You remember when we drew this line here at 117, 118? We drew it for these previous resistance zones as we were dropping. Look at that tap and go. Wow, dude, that's crazy. Right back in front of all-time highs. So D-Dog surged 14.5% in pre-market after cybersecurity platform company reported better than expected profit and revenue for its last quarter. What a move this thing has done. That's crazy. Jackie, good morning. Jose, good morning. AMC, where is it at? Yesterday I told everybody we have room towards 2021 in chat. AMC had a big day yesterday. Nice increase in volume here. It does have room at least towards this $21 zone. I'd expect that level to hold up resistance. Previous support level. That's a previous support level that turned into resistance briefly right here. We haven't gone back to test it until maybe now we'll test it. So we'll see whether or not it can get up over that level. For now, watch this $18 zone for potential support for a move towards that the mid-20s to $21 zone. And you know, that can actually be put on the watch list because it's a decent setup. So we'll go ahead and add that one on there. AMC watching for the $18 area to hold support. Could have room towards 20 to 21. PEP. Let's take a look at that one there for you real quick. PEP. Very light volume stock. Very light volume stock. It's having clear 175 resistance, and you're having for now potentially nice 50-day support. But it does have this flat top here between 175 to 177. Most currently, this 175 area, 176 is what's giving it the most trouble. But it is a very, very light volume stock. So yeah, we already went over Coke, Twitter, Tapestry, Disney, Uber. A lot of earnings beats, guys. Mattel came in 23 cents above estimates with adjusted quarterly earnings of 53 cents per share, and the toy maker revenue also beat analyst forecasts. Mattel's results were driven in part by growth of its Barbie brand, and it's also issued an upbeat 2022 outlook. The shares soared 12.6% in pre-market. Sonos rallied 6.4% in pre-market trading after topping analyst estimates on the top and bottom line of its latest quarter. The maker of smart audio equipment said demand remains strong, although it is still being impacted by supply chain issues. A lot of earnings beats, guys. Twilio rocketed 19.8% higher in pre-market action after the communications software company reported a narrower than expected quarterly loss and revenue that was well above estimates. Twilio also issued an upbeat current quarter revenue outlook. So we might see that move on the SPY. Spiro, good morning. Think you have beef with the YouTube algorithm? Why is that? I know I do, but I don't know why they hate me. But why? Why do you say that? Did you see something weird? Did it not like suggest the live stream when you logged into youtube.com this morning? Like I didn't put it on the home screen for you? Really? Well, I'm sure you're subscribed, so all you gotta do is just come to my channel then in that case. Yeah, see? I knew it, man. I knew it. And that's why it's so important to hit the like button too, guys. When you hit the like button, you know, the more the algorithm sees that the stream is liked, the more chances are of it coming out in the home screen as a suggestion feed, you know? That's crazy to me. You know, I actually emailed them a while back. I was like, yo, you guys shadow banned me. Basically, that's what I alluded to. They were like, nah. Now, that's like kind of confirmation, you know? We got somebody that comes into the stream every single day. They go into their YouTube homepage and the stream doesn't show up there. They have to physically go to my channel to find it. Oh, well. That is what happens. All right, guys, so throw up your tickers there. We've been over a lot of these big earnings today. So start putting up your tickers there, and let's start going over some of your charts that you want me to look at for you. Then after that, we'll go ahead and jump into the scans and news, and we'll start formulating the rest of the watch list. All right, if you guys don't have any tickers you want me to look at, I'll just start jumping into the news. Yo, investments, broker, and consulting. Yeah, Peloton, what did it end up doing yesterday? Still rallying, right? Yeah, it's still strong. That's why I'm not going to be looking for puts on this thing until it gives me what? The backside weakness. Until it breaks back down underneath that 50-day moving average. That's when I'll look for it, you know, and that's what I talk about in the shorting course. It's waiting for that backside weakness. It's waiting for that backside weakness. People get ran over with shorts. People get ran over with puts when they don't wait for that backside weakness, when they try to guess the top. And, you know, the reality is the stock can keep going higher. They can keep going higher way longer then you can hold on to that short, then you can hold on to those puts, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I wait for that backside weakness on something like this. As long as it's holding above 35, you know, this thing has room. At this point now, it's breaking up above this little consolidation triangle. So it really does have some room here towards 43. 43. So basically 41 to 43, it has room to those levels. On Peloton. So we'll see whether or not it can sustain this. It's going to have to break over 39 with some strong volume, some good pop, and then it could probably get that move. Another one yesterday that was making big moves was Docs. This one was traded in the room. I didn't catch a trade on it, but actually Jonal did. Jonal, guys, you don't know, is my business partner over at the daytraderchatroom.com. And he actually caught this trade. I told him, I was like, my man, you're going to be forced to learn because he edits all my courses. That's literally what he does, right? I give him all the content after I recorded and write it up. And then he puts it into the, you know, like his system, and he edits it all together. So he edits all the writing, he edits all the video that I do for all the courses. We're talking about the day trading, the options, the shorting, the swing trading, all the courses, he puts them together. And I'm like, you're gonna be forced to learn. He was like, nah, I'm not gonna learn to trade. I'm like, you're gonna be forced to trade. You're gonna be forced to learn because you're literally absorbing the knowledge, the education from the course because you have no other choice. You have to listen to me. And he caught this trade right here on Docs yesterday, and he posted about it in the chat, and it was awesome, man. He caught a real nice entry on Docs and wrote it up and did really, really well for himself on that trade. I was super proud of him, super stoked. So Docs definitely want to continue keeping on watch here as long as it's holding above that 100-day moving average, right around that $62 zone. So, all right, we went over Peloton. Let's see what else. King, what's up? What are we doing, Woof? You know what that reminds me of? I'm going to show you what that reminds me of. That reminds me of woof.com from The Office. Who watched that? Who watched The Office and who remembers that episode? That was awesome. All right, so Woof. I'd watch this 50-day moving average here. See if that holds support. You're going to need a strong volume break through 20 for further extension. But you are going to have to contend with this 100-day moving average, which also lines up with the daily level at 21. You got resistance here, plus the 100-day moving average there. Oof. Plus previous support here on the daily chart, which now could end up being a resistance zone. This has been an important level on this stock. You can see, look, resistance, support, support, resistance, right? Look, support again, right? Support again back here. So that's been an important level for this stock, this $21 zone. And you have that 100-day moving average lining up there. So you got to be mindful of that. What is this? VWAGY. Oh, Volkswagen. My God, that looks like the AMC chart. No wonder they're going crazy about it. I mean, this thing doesn't trade volume, man. This doesn't trade any volume at all. Like, this to me is untradeable. Look at this. No range either. I mean, maybe if you break that 50-day moving average. See? Maybe if you break that 50-day moving average, but then you got the 100-day, like literally $1 above it. And like $3 later, $2 and change later, you got the 200-day. I don't like that chart at all. ANGI. ANGI, another one at the 50-day moving average zone. You want to see it hold that level there. You can tell it's going to be a key zone of potential support. Look at all that support at that 860s, 870 zone. You're going to want to see it hold that level as support. And then if it does, you do have room towards 10 bucks. You do have some clear room here towards that $10 zone. So not a bad one to keep on watch. CVARR. CVAR. Maybe that's what you, I don't know what, that's not a ticker, man. CVARR is not a ticker. CVAR is a ticker. Apparently doesn't really trade any sort of volume whatsoever. This thing yesterday, I don't even know. I can't even see anything there. Doesn't look like it traded almost any volume. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. DRMA. DRMA, another extremely low volume stock. This is a key level here. And we're underneath it at $1.40. $1.43. We're underneath that level. Sorry guys, had to sneeze. This is a key level here. Look at all this previous support on this stock at that level. You're going to want to see the stock get back above that level, hold it. If it does have room towards that 200-day moving average. Over that level, you could have some room, a little bit more room towards the two teens, so 213, 215, 217. If it can get up over that level, then you really do have some room to 270s. But the key here is this 140s. That level right there is crucial, and that's what's going to hold, the key to the potential move on that one. Monarchy, good morning. CARR. Oh, okay. So there you go. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that for sure. 48.15 zone right here. So $48 has to break and hold and become support. If it does, you got room. You got a lot of room here. You know, you got room all the way up here to over 51. Spiro, yep, Disney had good earnings because of Disney Plus. and even some parks revenue. So it's had really nice move here, but this 160 zone could be a tough level of resistance for Disney. Previous support back here. Turn resistance here. We're right in front of it now. It'll probably pull away from that, in my opinion. Tesla, that's one that's going to go on the list, so it's fine. We can go over it now and put it on the watch list already. Tesla's still the same thing, guys. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. 945 resistance, 880s support. Range is getting very small on this one, very choppy like, so definitely not something that I'd touch right now. But Tesla watching for the 945 area to hold resistance, or a break and hold of that level as support, or a push towards what is it, about 970s. So yeah, you see how we have not been able to break away from that? Oof, nasty. That's ugly. What is happening? Did the CPI data come out already? Oh, that looks like CPI data to me. Ugly, ugly. I don't see it out yet. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, no. It's come. Yeah, it just came out. Yeah, it just came out here. Final number's not posted here yet. Oh, Wild King. So Lucid, Walmart, Ricardo, DCFC. Man, DCFC, check this out yesterday. So yesterday, DCFC was in the afternoon forming this head and shoulders pattern. I didn't have any shorts available, but you know, maybe some of the members did. So I got on the microphone and I said, guys, look at this head and shoulders pattern. Here's your neckline. Watch for DCFC to break underneath VWAP, give you a quick little bounce back into it, reject, and watch for a fade. Is it not exactly what happened? What? There it is. Break under VWAP, jump back into it, reject, and start your fade. Man, that worked out beautifully. DCFC, that was yesterday. As far as today goes, I would venture to think you have more downside here. It might come back down here to test $12. That's what I would venture to think. Jerry over at the Day Trader chat room on the Discord having some fun. That's where you heard those. Thank you. That's where you heard those. That was funny. All right, let's see if we can catch that CPI data. All right, U.S. stock futures were mixed on Thursday morning ahead of the key inflation data expected later in the day. That is expected to show price increase rising their fastest annual pace since the 1980s. All right, so we had the 10-year. We had the 10-year Treasury yield pop. I'll show you. So I had the 10-year give a quick pop here to 1.977%. Woof, there it goes. Boom. Look at that. That's what the market doesn't like. The market doesn't care if we're up here at 1.9, 1.8, doesn't give a crap. As long as we're not doing things like this. When we do things like this, bang, like that, oh, tech just gets spooked big time. Investors were preparing for Thursday's Consumer Price Index report, which is expected to show headline inflation for January at the highest level since 1982. Headline inflation included food and energy costs is expected to rise by 0.4% or 7.2% year over year. So that was the expectation. Trying to find the actual final figures. Pullman, today is the CPI. 10-year treasury just popped really hard, so it's going to cause tech to flutter like that for sure. Okay, let me go look at those names for you guys. Lucid, you wanted me to look at. Well, obviously everything now is getting stuffed, but it's no surprise either. Lucid getting stuffed right here at that 200-day moving average. It's still in the same range, Jose. So 25 support, 28 resistance. Walmart. You know, Walmart has clear potential support down here at 133, 134. Look at this. Really nice, clean support in front of this level. It'll be interesting to see what it does if it gets back down there. But you do have yourself a little bit of a channel here between 142 and 133. Matey Mate, 6% CPI year over year. They were expecting 7.2%. So I think this move today then might not be that drastic. We might just chop around in that case. If that's the case, that might be what happens. Ah, guys, the Cuban coffee. It's here. It's so good. There it is. What? Whoops, don't want to spill it. It's so good. That's as close as I can get to sharing it with you. So, okay. So which one? We already did Walmart. DCFC we did for Ricardo. Oh, there you go, Dwayne. Yeah, good eye, man. Good eye. That's that level there. That's like 134 to 133s. High 133s to like 135 right here. Boom. That level right there has been a good channel for people who like to, you know, traders who like to trade channels. Definitely. Okay, so we got Walmart done. What's the name of your coffee? Sick of Maxwell coffee? Oh no, man. Hold on, bro. I got you. Hold on, guys. We're gonna have a little fun here. I'm gonna give you the coffee setup. I'm gonna give you the coffee setup, okay? Remember, this is Cuban coffee. So you're gonna have a couple of different ways of doing this. If you have like one of those Keurig type things, you could probably get away with this. It's not the same. It's not the same. Let me try to get this for you. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Okay, so if you have like a Keurig, I think that's what they're called, right? You can get away with this. You can get away with that right there. But if you want to get a little bit more authentic, it's going to be a little bit different, all right? You're going to need something. You're going to need this, so it'll be the loose coffee grounds. Let me get you that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm literally doing your shopping for you. Keshra, good morning. Good morning, Miss Six Figure It Out. So the loose. So okay, so the Cuban coffee. You can use that, but then you're gonna need you're gonna need a Cuban coffee maker. It's cheap. Like, you can get them cheap. You don't have to get some expensive thing here. I'm gonna get you the simplest way to make it. That's so funny. I never, of all the things that I get asked on here, I love it. But it's so good, dude. There you go. Ah. So with the first link, you can get away with the Keurig. I think that's what they're called, right? But if you want to get more authentic, you'll need these last two links. DKNG, you got it, no problem. So DKNG is still, you know, it hasn't even gotten up there to test that $27 zone. I'd watch for this 50-day moving average. It might act as a level of resistance, and it might come back down. I'm not bullish DKNG yet for like a long-term hold, but the 19s aren't bad. It might go lower, to be honest. This is the range. This is right now the little range, 27 to 19. It's big enough for some swing trades. Oh, it's shark. It's not that difficult. I mean, obviously I didn't do this because I'm sitting here. My wife did it, but I've done it. All you got to do is when you get the little, like a little cup, right? You're going to put your sugar in that. And then when the coffee starts to brew, or after it's done brewing, you just get a little bit of coffee. It's a little bit. It's better to start off with a little bit and work your way up, and you put it into the sugar, and then you just shake it with a spoon, man. Just shake that sugar with a spoon until it becomes like a cement type of consistency, in that it's thick. You know what I'm saying? Like a not plaster, but like a thickness to it. You might have to add a little bit more coffee to it. You don't want it to be watery. You don't want that to be watery. Once you've done that plenty of time, then you pour the rest of your coffee in, and you'll get that nice little foam on top. It's delicious. Welcome to Coffee with Jesse, guys. If we don't get good trades today, at least we learn how to make Cuban coffee. All right, let's see. What do we got? All right, we did DKNG. Yes. I mean, you know, it's all up to the end user, like I would say. Some people like the coffee stronger. Some people like it sweeter. I like it sweeter. I have a sweet tooth, big time. So I like my Cuban coffee to taste like a dessert. That's cool, King. All right, you guys, got any more tickers you want me to take a look at for you today? Or do we just start jumping into news and scans? Okay, so it looks like CPI came in at 0.6%, expected 0.4. Core CPI 0.6, expected 0.5. Unemployment claims 223,000, expected 227,000. Thank you very much, Jerry, for posting that in the Discord. Appreciate it. Guys, you can come on in over to the Discord right here. Yeah, it is, Shark. No, we haven't gone over DWAC today. I will bring up DWAC for you. DWAC still in the same range, no changes. 77.50 support, 91 resistance, so you're still in that range. No changes have happened there, so no changes to anything. It's still in there. All right, guys, so the SPY, this morning what I'll probably be watching on the SPY is a breakdown underneath this 452, 453 area. See if that turns into resistance. We might get a drop back down here to this 200-day moving average. No, you can't. You're going to have to wait until the market opens to sell out of the options. The only option you can sell at, let's say, a close and after hours, like for the first 15 minutes after the close, are ETF options. Yep, Joe Rogan turned down the offer. So SPY watching for 453 to break down and become resistance for a drop back down towards the 200-day MA. Yep, AMC. As long as it holds above that 18, 17, mid 17s to 18, you know, it's got a shot here at 21, but today it might struggle to do that. All right, what do we got here? CFVI. Yeah, this thing cratered on that news from Joe. So you might see some support here at 13. That's about it. CCWJ. That does not come up. That does not seem to be a ticker. That doesn't seem to be a ticker there today. Ah. Oh my God. Monarchy says CCWF, Cuban coffee with Jesse. That's funny. Maybe we can add that to the Discord. Nice, King. Good job. Congrats. All right, so we got the SPY there. 10-year Treasury yield jumps above 1.98% after inflation numbers come in hotter than expected. U.S. Treasury yields climbed on Thursday after key inflation data showed hotter than expected pressures. The yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury note jumped 5 basis points to 1.98%. The yield on the 2-year Treasury bond, the most sensitive duration to interest rates, surged 10 basis points to 1.45%. Yields move inversely to prices, and the 1 basis point equates to 0.01%. The Consumer Price Index, which measures the cost of dozens of everyday consumer goods, rose 7.5% compared to a year ago, the Labor Department reported Thursday. That compared to Dow Jones estimates of 7.2% for the closely watched inflation gauge. It was the highest reading since February 1982. My God, I wasn't even born yet. Bro, when is this going to stop? The benchmark Treasury yield has spiked a great amount in 2022, rising more than 40 basis points from 1.51% at the end of last year. In February alone, to a 10-year rate has gained about 20 basis points from where it ended January, around 1.78%. Forecasts of hotter inflation readings have added to expectations around Federal Reserve's plan to tighten monetary policy. Dude, they should have been tightening this like a quarter ago. Let's be real. Atlanta Fed President Ralph Bostic told CNBC on Wednesday that he foresees 3 or 4 interest rate hikes in 2022. However, he added that the central bank would have to see how the economy responds as we take our first steps through first part of the year. Yeah, wait until people start paying $10 for a freaking gallon of milk. You're going to see how they're going to respond. In light of concerns around inflation, the policy tightening Paul Jackson, global head of assets allocation research at Invesco, told CNBC Squawk Box Europe on Thursday that he believes the 10-year Treasury yield could top at 2.5% this year. Rising bond yields will penalize the S&P 500 more than many other major indices because the concentration of growth stocks within the index. He said Jackson predicted that the beginning of the year that the S&P could close 2022 lower than it started. Yeah, no crap. Serious? That it doesn't take a genius. My God, man. Sometimes the things that are said on CNBC, dude. You can't make it up sometimes. Like, come on, man. No, you don't say. And AMC is definitely not a $100 stock. Come on, man. It doesn't take a genius to say that. Good Lord. Yeah, the king, that's the recipe for the week. No, matey, mate. That would be a collapse. That's not happening. That's not happening. All right, so we got AMC Tesla Spy on watch already. What's that, Jose? GME and AMC Ortec? I don't understand. What is Ortec? GME trying to hold on to 120s. That's that line we have drawn here on the daily chart that we're at right now at the 120s. Okay, so we know that inflation is disgustingly bad right now. 10-year treasury popping off really, really strong. So, so we know what we're going to be looking for in the SPY today. We're going to be looking for weakness and for the downside. Tesla already shying away from those 930s. So on Tesla at this point, we're so far away from that resistance point. So Tesla watching for a drop back down to the 880s. If that level breaks and becomes resistance, watching for it to fall to the 850s. So my main focus today will probably be the SPY, and we'll see how the market acts. We'll see how the market acts. Guys, remember, you can get 30 days for free on the Discord right here to the full stream, live lessons, everything. All right, the king, have a good one, man. Oh, I hope it all heals up well for you, man. Yeah, man, absolutely. That's good stuff right there that king is posting, guys. Let's check and see if IRNT has some news here. I see it gapping up quite big this morning. Oh, look, see, yeah, here we go. January CPI inflation reaches fresh 40-year high. There's nothing like that, right? My God. So 16 hours ago, this company announced agreement with Gulf Corporation Council County to provide collection defense for critical national infrastructure. You have clear resistance potentially at 550, and you have the 50-day moving average here lining up with this little pivot in the 440, so you can watch that level. So that's IRNT announces agreement with Gulf Corporation Council. Country to provide collective defense for critical national infrastructure. Watching for the 440s to hold support, could have room towards 550 gap entry point. At 9 o'clock, I'll be hopping on over to the Discord, guys. So, you know, if you want to participate in chat in the live stream over there on Discord, grab that 30 days for free there and come join us. The link is pinned at the top now. All right, so we got that one. What is this? AREB? No. SBEA? No. Okay. Let's check in on NVIDIA. NVIDIA watching that 100-day moving average level. See if that holds resistance right there. Could have room to drop back down to 250. 255 to 252. So NVIDIA watching for the 265 area to hold resistance, could have room down to 255 to 252 areas. So we got AMC, Tesla, SPY, IR&T, NVIDIA on watch right now. D-Dog not affected as much today. Those good earnings are really holding it up. Twilio getting hammered here. Twilio could have room down here to like 215-ish. You can keep that on watch. MQ, no. Yeah, those earnings are getting sold into, guys. A lot of those earnings are getting sold into right now. So if you have any tickers, any last minute tickers you want me to throw up here for you and go over the chart with you, do that now, because in about 5 minutes what I'll do is I'll end the live stream and then I'll start putting the final touches on the watch list and we'll get it sent out to you in an email. If you're not on the email list to receive it, you can sign up for it right here. It's obviously completely free and we'll email you the watch list. All right, so yeah, we got AMC, Tesla. AMC is not something I'll be focused on today much. Let's check in on Peloton real quick. AMC is not something I'll be focused on today much, but it's definitely something that you can keep on watch. I'll probably keep most of my focus over on the SPY today as my main watcher. I want to see how it acts off the bell. Just basically need to see how it's going to behave. So SPY, IR&T, NVIDIA, AMC, Tesla on watch. And let me check in on Roblox. Woof, Roblox getting hammered. The thing is that most of these now, they're gapping down and going to open up in front of strong to strongish support zones. So it's very important to see what they're going to do there. See, look at Roblox. This $66 zone has been a good level of support. Will it break underneath it? Now we got to sit and watch and wait for that, see what happens. Adrian, how low can PayPal go? Dude, they can go low, like really low. It doesn't, just because the stock was at, you know, 300 bucks doesn't mean it can't go to 50 bucks, you know? Like I would not expect it to go any lower than like 80s. I don't think it gets down there. I don't think it gets down there. You might see, you know, probably some major support here at around 100 bucks. You can see that was a very important level back here. If it gets down there. The 120s isn't a bad area for PayPal. But this is not something I'm in. I don't have PayPal in my long term. I don't think I've day traded it recently. I day traded Facebook recently. Right now you have a little channel play potential here between 115 and 123. And that's it, you know. That's all the chart is showing right now. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes left here. So if you have any other last minute questions or tickers you want me to look over, throw them up in chat. If not, I'll start getting ready to put the final touches on the watch list. We'll get that sent out to your inbox. I'll start getting ready to jump on over to the Discord for the day. The way we usually do the Discord is, you know, at 9:30, well, before 9:30, I get on the mic, we go over the watch list, we go over the pre-market game plan. Then at 9:30, the bell rings. I do all my live trading. I don't trade at 9:30. I wait for patterns to develop, right? So it's gonna be a while. It takes like 15 minutes or so before I get into my first trades of the day. Show you what I'm talking about here real quick. See, I'll wait for things like bull flags, right? I'll wait for things like bull flags, stuff like that to start to develop. And then I'll attack the trades accordingly. Then around 11 to 11:30, depending on the day's action, we get into live recaps and live lessons on the morning as well as Q&A. And then 12 o'clock, lunchtime kicks in. Screens stay up in chat, streamed. However, I do obviously go off to lunch. And we come back on the mic around 2 p.m. and look for afternoon setups. And that's how we basically do you know, a full day of streaming at the Discord. Yeah, I'm here all day long because, well, this is what I do. What's the pullback on DWAC? I want to get back in, but it's much higher now. You know, I don't like, what's the pullback? Like, where could there be support? 77.50. There could be support there, but it could just as easy crack and go lower to 66, and then it could just as easy come to 52 before finding some bottom support. This is a very speculative and volatile play. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I got to get on over to the Discord and put these final touches on the watch list. I hope to see you there. If not, I'll see you Monday. Remember, I stream Monday through Thursday, so I'll be back again on Monday. Thank you guys very much for tuning in this week. Remember, today at 2 p.m., I will be dropping a new video. It's already scheduled. I think you're going to like it. It has a lot of step-by-step information on how to basically become a better day trader, a more successful day trader, okay? So if you do watch it, do me a quick solid and hit that like button. And thank you guys very much again for tuning in on the day. Good luck out there today. Stay disciplined and do not hold any bags. That's how you cripple your account, okay? Good luck, guys.